I've got so many clients coming to me asking, how do I get so much done? I've got so much to do. How do I do it all? And I've got a bit of a tool that might help you look at this word called outsourcing. So this example here, if you're anything like myself or my clients, we've got these notebooks here with just lists and lists and lists and lists. Now on that page there alone, there's 30 things to do. And when I turn over the page, we can see that there's another 30 things to do on that side of the page. So we're up to number 60. And then we go down on my list here and we go down to 64, but that thing still goes down the page to number 90, and then we can go over the page there to 120. So there's no shortage of things to do. And if you're like me, you might be able to use this tool here behind you to learn how to outsource. So let me show you how to do this tool. So what we've got is a thing called issues, projects and goals. So you need to come up with a pile of issues, projects and goals. Now, one of the underlying premises that this is based upon is that we all have 168 hours in the week. Now, I don't know if you've got the same amount of hours that I've got. So 168 hours is what we've got. Billionaires have got the same number of hours. You have got the same number of hours. So we have to squeeze it all in. We have to get all these things done. So first of all, we start with the list. So let's say that this is you. And we've got a happy smiley face on there. Not a big happy smiley face. I'm not a drawer, I'm a good business coach. Now that there is you. And what we've got here, and we're just going to pick a number. Now you might only have 20 major projects or things to do that you need to work on. You might have 15, you might have 10, you might have 50, you might have 75, you might have 100. In this example here, I'm going to say we've got 100 projects that you need to work on. So 100 projects. Now when you go out for those projects, you might go to let's say you go to a trade show. And when you go to the trade show, you're walking around and you go, oh, that's a good idea, that's a good idea. And you're writing it down in your notebook as all of these things that you're going to be doing. And then you come home and say, gosh, now I need to start doing it. Because they're great ideas. And what normally happens is you get sucked back into the minutiae of running your business, and you don't get the chance to do all of the things that you know you need to be doing to grow the business, to take it on a new venture, to give yourself an even stronger competitive advantage. So let's say these 100 projects, and we put a dollar value on it. Let's say these projects are worth $500,000. Now it could be $100,000, it could be whatever dollar value you might, but in this example, I've said $500,000. So it's understanding the discipline of what you need to do as the business owner. So in this example here, you're allowed to do 10. So it could be you have to set the cash flow budget. And it might be that number. So you're allowed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down to 10. So you're allowed to work on only 10 projects in this example here, 10. Because when you talk about being a business owner, you need to learn to outsource. It's not about you doing things below your pay grade. You've got to be working where you're going to be earning the maximum amount of money, doing the best job it is for your company. So, cash flow budgets, primarily you need to set that by working with your accountant. We have a marketing strategy. Number 3, you might turn around and go the HR org chart. So the HR org chart. Now you could work with other people to help you do this, but it's primarily your smarts that's going to be required to do that. And there could be a few other projects down here. Now, we might put a mandatory dollar value on this, and not mandatory, but an arbitrary dollar value on this. Out of the $500,000 the total of these projects are worth, you might turn and say, well, this is worth $100,000. So that leaves 90 issues left out of your 100, but you are not allowed to do them. Now that means that these 90 issues are worth $400,000, which is fantastic. So these are broken down. We've got human resources, we've got issues involved in the company in that, we've got marketing, we've got issues and projects involved in that, we've got operations, we've got finance, we've got admin. Now let's say in HR, we need to get some training videos done because we need to leverage your time as a business owner. How much do we think that those training videos are going to be worth to us? Well, let's put a nominal value and say the training videos are worth, I think productivity improvement, we could get 20,000 out of that. Job descriptions. If we put job descriptions into the company, that might be worth $10,000. And if we put an induction program into place, that might be worth $5,000. Now in our marketing, now that's down to 1, 2, 3, down to say 17 projects. Marketing, we've got 1 down to 21, and I've just left these blank. So marketing, we might have to design an outbound marketing campaign. Let's say if we outsource that to someone who's a specialist in designing marketing campaigns for your particular industry, and we might pay him $10,000. Or that might see a productivity for us for $10,000. Outbound letters, let's say that's going to generate, that might generate 50 grand. So all of the time, we're starting to add up. Now, when you add up all of these values to the different numbers that we're going to be adding in here for the different projects of 17 projects, we might see we've got a dollar value improvement of this 400,000. There could be, say, $50,000 in that there. And in this one here, there could be productivity improvement of, let's say, $100,000. And in operations, once we put down, there might be 1, 2, 3, down to, say, 10 ideas there. And that could be worth another $50,000 to us in the company. Finance, we might have to put in a cash flow budget and a few other bits and pieces. And let's say we have 7 projects there, and that might be worth another $40,000 of productivity improvements. And it could be getting our terms of business correct. It could be mapping out, it could be installing cash flow budget. It could be getting our payment terms right. It could be lowering our debtors that owe us money. There could be any number of things that we've got to put systems in place. It's just that you as the owner, you are not allowed to do these things. It's got to be outsourced. Now, if we're going to see this productivity improvement, how much do we have to pay? Well, that's where we change the colour of the pen from black. And to me, this really makes sense, and hopefully it will excite you. If we need to get some training videos done, or help preparing them, and I've put down $20,000, it could be $2,000 improvement, it could be whatever, would you be prepared to pay $2,000 to get $20,000 in return? Job descriptions might make an improvement in the business of $10,000, but would you be prepared to pay $1,000? This one here is going to be putting an induction program in place, could be worth $5,000 of value to us. Now, could we get that done for, say, $500? So when we come down here, although we've got $50,000 of improvements, it might only cost us $20,000. Here we've got in marketing $100,000 in improvement, but if we outsourced it, we could pay somebody else to get these things done. $10,000 of outbound letters, improvement to the business, we might pay $5,000. But once we've got these letters, we're actually going to be using these letters again and again and again in our marketing. The letters could be collection letters, they could be marketing letters, they could be database letters, they could be any type of letters we want. So they're worth $50,000 to the company, and I might be prepared to pay $5,000 to get those letters done. So down the bottom here, with all of these other projects, we just add up, that's the value to us, and over here, this is the cost of us outsourcing. So that might cost us another $30,000. And we come down here, this is going to cost us make us $50,000, but it might cost us 10. The finance changes might make us $40,000, but only cost us $15,000. And over here, this might produce a result, and I'll just put in here X dollars because I don't know what the cost is going to be. So what this is showing you is that we've quickly mapped out a way that you've only got 168 hours in the week available. You've got all of these projects and issues, and they're all coming out of your head. Now, you still need to get them done, but it's just that you can't afford the time because you're probably, if you're like any of my clients, you're time poor and you're running around, driving around, going to one location, going to clients, doing marketing, recruiting, managing staff. There's just not enough time. And also, there also may be a limitation on your area of expertise. You may not have the area of expertise to work in these areas, so outsource. So this is a tool that I've used for a couple of years, and I'd recommend that you would want to have a look at it and just see, can you use outsourcing suppliers like Odesk, Rent-A-Coda, or any of the places that are available on the internet. If you want a list of them, just send me an email. There's thousands of outsourced providers. They're really cost effective. You can get them done all over the world. I've got a virtual assistant. She's based in Texas, and I've worked with her for the last not quite 2 years, and my business would not be traveling as well as it is without her support. And in comparison to what she cost, she is incredibly good value. And if she's listening to this, I'm so thankful that she's come into my life. And I want you guys, when you're sitting in your office, if you're looking saying, how can you get some of this stuff done? You need to look at what can you outsource? What can you get other people to do? And also not forgetting that these people could be your staff members. But when you're doing it with staff members, you need to be telling them, would you like to earn some more money? The answer is typically yes. Look, if you'd like to earn some extra money, I'm still paying you to do your job, but what I'd like you to be doing now, if you want extra money, I've got these projects here. Now you can go and pick any of these projects that I think you can do. I've got a bit of a project brief that will tell you what I want you to do, when to do it, what the outcome's going to be. And if you decide you want to do it, I'll pay you this $2,000 extra upon successful completion. And the but is that you have to do this activity outside of normal working hours. You can't do this project because I'm paying you your salary of $50, $60, $70, $100,000 a year as a salary to do your job. This is extra. So I want you to do this, and if you successfully complete it according to the standard, I'll give you the extra $2,000. So they could end up working and earning another $20,000 in bonuses. So again, great tool. I wish you well with it. If you've got any questions, send me an email. And if you like these videos, please give me the thumbs up, click on the like button. And perhaps you might even like to subscribe, and that way you'll get updated, you'll get notified when there's a new video that's been recorded. I wish you all the best with the tool. Thanks.